what it takes to purchase or sell property, or ask questions about the comparison from renting to purchasing. Okay, so we'll be having questions. I'm going to pin the comment for the online training at the top. So we're definitely again, this Q&A is strictly for people looking to purchase or sell real estate. That is what we're talking about tonight. So we are excited to answer your questions. If you want to jump on live, you absolutely can. Someone said we're waiting on you and Anthony to get my husband seeing an HGTV deal. We'll have to talk about that later. You guys know I decline more television opportunities than people would ever imagine. I'm in a space right now. Well, I probably will eventually revisit those with executive producer rights, but right now I'm just focused on what I got in front of me. So yeah, you won't see me on many stages. I'm declining podcasts. I don't want to be a part of nothing unless you're trying to buy or sell a house right now. Because I'm telling you, I don't want exposure. Exposure is cool, but I want to get paid, and that's just where I am with it. So that's why I'm not that interested in those opportunities, because a lot of them just don't be real opportunities. This is exposure. Y'all can have it. Find somebody else to do it. All right. So where I am now is, all day I got a template. So where we are now is we're going to answer some questions. I'm ready to answer your questions when it comes to real estate. I'm ready to answer your questions if you're looking to purchase or sell a home in the Metro Atlanta area. Let's get started. Specialists looking to work with you in any capacity? No? Okay, so let's just start with this. The first thing I want to talk to you guys about is the Metro Atlanta market. The Metro Atlanta market is actually thriving. I'm pulling up some numbers right now too, because we are in the office. So the team can come say hello. Slide over. I'm not alone here. I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know what's happening. Yeah. Who are you?
Hi, my name is Selena Campbell. I'm a realtor here on the Q Watson team.
Come on over, Randy.
My name is Randy Jones, a realtor as well on the Q Watson team.
Hi, I'm Shanae Watson. I am a realtor here on the Q Watson team.
All right. So let's start there, because first of all, it was looking like I was here by myself, Lord. Like, why y'all hiding in the corner? What's going on? Selena, scoot back over here. Come this way. Okay. All right. We're trying to squeeze this in. I told y'all we should have practiced this before we got over here. It's Charlie's Angels over here trying to practice. All right. Now we made it. So we're gonna all come to the front whenever each of us have a question or we want to comment about something. I told them to contact our lender and get the information about the 40-year mortgage. I hope you guys did your homework while I was in the office, so that way you can talk about it. What I want to discuss with you guys, I'm going to start things off with a few things I want to say, and then we're going to lead into it. So the first topic is going to be the Atlanta market in general and how they work. So what is the deal with the black and white homes? That's a perfect question. So let me tell you about that. At the top of the year, I partnered with Nick and Brothers Development, and they develop property. Most of the properties are between about $800,000 to about $2 million. They're building these type of properties throughout Gwinnett, which is North Atlanta. So I partnered with them, and I'm the exclusive broker. She came over to my company, and she brought all of her listings here. And she also brought her license here, her son's license, in her entire company. So when she did that, I listed 5 of her properties, and at the top of the year, as of Tuesday, I've sold all 5 luxury properties, and now I have 4 more luxury listings that I have on the market with her. And so they're not the same home. Her signature look are black and white homes. They're different properties in different areas. And I'm launching, so right now I have 4 properties. It's called the Oaks at Rock Creek. There are 4 new construction homes on a basement that are mostly done. I just got one of them staged and a private fence installed in one of those. And that house, those properties are on the market. But right beside that street, when you go into the neighborhood, that will be the Oaks at Rock Creek. And we're building 37 properties. So she's building a 37 home subdivision all new construction. And what we're going to do with those, there will be properties that are on a slab, properties that are on a basement, and there will also be some homes that are ranch style homes, and we're starting in the 700,000s. So we're going to start pre-sale of those lots. I'm walking a lot of lots with her tomorrow. We'll start pre-selling that community in about 2 weeks. So please, if you're interested in that area, one, you may want to come see some of the properties that are complete. I have new photos coming out of the one that has been completed with staging. It looks incredible. So the deal with the black and white homes is I'm partnered with the developer and I'm selling all of her inventory, which leads me to this part. The Atlanta market is thriving. So many people have this assumption that this market is suffering or real estate is slow. I can say I know that it's a challenging market. But for me to be able to have sold $10 million in real estate in 3 months with only 19 transactions, and on a lot of my listings, I had multiple offers. Some of them were cash buyers. Atlanta is a thriving market. And what happens is most people would like to think that it's a blanket answer when you talk about what's going on throughout the market. What's going on? Can someone also watch it from their phone to tell me if there's any questions I need to address? It would be like a blanket answer, but it's not. Atlanta is thriving. Our market is doing well, and the homes are selling. Well, the Zillow price doesn't really. No, the Zillow price is not right, y'all. Y'all look at the Zillow price. The Zillow price is not a real comp. You can look this up for yourself. Google owner of Zillow sells house below Zillow recommended price. If the owner of Zillow sold his house below the Zillow price, why do you as a consumer think that your home should sell at the price when the owner himself couldn't even sell his own house at the price? Your home is going to be valued and worth what a person will pay for it, but you also have to follow the numbers, the comps, and you also have to have a person that's a really good strategist beside you. The market has shifted. So you definitely need to rely on the numbers, rely on those resources. And this is not the market to overprice, which I'm going to talk about that next. This is not the market to overlist and overprice your home, because you will be chasing the market. So instead of let's say you know your home, the numbers support that your home is worth $500,000. But you want to say, I want to try it out for $550,000. And there is no numbers, there are no comps to support it. This market is not a good market to test, because everyone that does that, I'm going to tell you guys right now, ends up reducing the price. And what happens when you reduce your price? Chasing the market, and you end up getting less, because now a buyer looks at you like they keep reducing the price. Let me see how far they're going to go. You see? So you're chasing the market, because if you ask for $500,000 and your home is worth $500,000, the psychology of sales says that a buyer will more likely pay a little bit more for something they think is valued more and they're getting a good deal, and you can start bidding more. But if you know your home is not worth $550,000, but you just want to try it out to see, and then you have to keep reducing the price. Right now, we have had 5,793 price reductions in the Metro Atlanta area in the last 7 days. 5,793 price reductions in the last 7 days. So when your home is priced overpriced, you will chase the market. We are no longer in the middle of a pandemic. We are no longer in 2020. This is 2023. You're going to have to price your home to sell, and you're going to need a marketing and negotiations expert and someone that understands how to run your analysis of your home and to guide you to the right number. I see it happen over and over. Every listing I've had that I ever overpriced, we chased the market down to the ground and end up selling the home at the initial price that I recommended in the first place. It's happened every single time. And when you do that, you guys consider, you're forgetting that you have a thing called carrying costs, right? So let's just say you can close your home at $500,000 in 45 days. But let's just say you're like, I'm going to wait. So now you're 90 days in. You paid 90 days of mortgages, 90 days of utilities, chasing the market, and you still have to reduce the price. So now your income is less because you paid more to carry the cost of the home. And we all know when you pay your mortgage, most of the money goes to interest. Very little goes to the principal, so it's not helping you at the bottom line. So what you have to do if you're a seller in this market, I highly recommend that you get with someone that understands the market that you're in. And this is city specific, zip code specific, neighborhood specific, and to really listen to them and guide them. And don't listen to Zillow, because Zillow is not, you're not going to get that number. That's that. All right. So in Atlanta, what I noticed is we have 7,085 new listings on the market. So that means we have great inventory. But look at this. We have 1,847 houses back on the market. Why are houses going back on the market? Buyers. Y'all cannot be out here. I think it's a mixture of both. I think that it's a mixture of education. Buyers are getting scared. Buyers are getting cold feet. And sometimes the lenders are not providing GFEs to the buyer. What is a GFE? Somebody write GFE in the comment. Write GFE in the comment. GFE is a good faith estimate. And when your lender provides you with a good faith estimate, you have a clear understanding or a better understanding of your out-of-pocket expenses to purchase a home. But what we notice is if your lender just gives you a pre-approval letter and never gives you a GFE, you assume all I got to pay, because the internet will have you thinking all you have to pay is 3% down or 3.5% down. Where in hindsight, you're responsible for all of your closing costs. You're responsible for your inspection. You're responsible for your appraisal. And depending on the market, you may be able to negotiate that from the seller, but ultimately, you may not be able to get that. So let's just say you thought all I needed was 3% because that's what the internet told me. And now you're hit with, wait a minute, I need to pay 7% because that includes my closing costs, out-of-pocket expenses, inspections, and then you're getting out of contract, transfer taxes, all these things. So what I recommend is get a GFE from your lender. Anytime I work with an outside lender, the first thing I ask them is, do you have a GFE? Did you send it to your client? Do they understand what they have to pay? Then I don't mind asking how much money do you have saved, because this is not that market where it's like I got $10,000 saved, but you want a $500,000 house, which technically you need about $27,000 to close that, and you're relying on the seller to contribute, because in this market, the seller could or could not contribute. We're not in a buyer's market. We are in a seller's market. We have more buyers than we have inventory on the market. And the only market that is actually shifting a little bit closer to a buyer's market but still has 3.2 months of inventory is the luxury market. And that luxury market in Atlanta are houses that are priced above $2 million. How I'm selling right now, respectfully, humbly, most of the listings I list are $1 million, and they are closing like this. My developer is only building houses between 800,000 and like 1.5 million. And we have multiple offers and cash offers, so people are buying. So don't let the internet fool you thinking that Atlanta is suffering. We are unlike any other market. We were voted the #1 city in the nation. In the nation. Okay? This was on CNBC. We're not the #1 city because I said so. This is a public article. So I just wanted to give you guys a market update and let you guys know that Atlanta is thriving. Get you an amazing real estate professional to represent your best interests explain to you exactly what you need to purchase a home. And in some instances, the sellers are giving closing costs. But do you, if, let's just say you're shopping and you find your dream home, you want to negotiate the closing costs. You don't necessarily want to need the closing costs. So if you need $30,000 to pay to actually buy your home, and as your agent, I save you $10,000 because I negotiate with the seller, that's great. But you should not be shopping out here knowing you need $30,000 to buy the house that you want, but you only have $10,000 saved. Because I'm going to tell you, this market doesn't support that. They are paying some closing costs for the least desirable homes in the least desirable areas. So, you know, the sellers are not, it depends on the property, it depends on the location. So you shouldn't go into it depending on it. You should want to advocate for it, but you should be prepared, because buying a home is an asset, and it is something that you should want to do for you, and you shouldn't walk into it completely depending on someone else, especially a seller's concession when they're not happening like they used to. All right. So ultimately, I want you guys to know, one, Atlanta's thriving. You can absolutely get a great deal right now. Sellers are sometimes contributing to closing costs. Sellers are at times contributing to your rate buy downs. And what is a rate buy down? A rate buy down is basically when you are purchasing purchasing points to buy down the rate, so that way your rate is much lower. Because if you are, let's just say you are cost sensitive. So some people are cost sensitive, where it's like, it doesn't really matter what I have going on. My monthly payment, I want it to be this dollar amount. And if that's you, and you want your monthly payment to be a specific dollar amount, that's why, one, you need a GFE. But secondly, you can buy down your rate to reduce your interest rate, to reduce your monthly payment. So your monthly payment will be exactly where you want it to be. Or you can make the decision to put more money down than the norm. So you can, like, just because you can put down 5%, as little as 5%, doesn't mean you have to. You can put down more if that affects your bottom line and affects your monthly payment. All right. We are in a seller's market. We are not in a buyer's market. It is a seller's market. Atlanta is a seller's market. There is less than 2 months of inventory. A buyer's market is more than 6 months of inventory. We are a seller's market, and we are 4 months away in inventory from becoming a buyer's market. And the predictions are that we won't become a buyer's market for a very long time. Okay? There are more buyers than there are sellers, and we are certainly in a seller's market. Are there areas in Atlanta we should be looking to buy land? I think you should buy land wherever it's available, but there is a huge development coming. Have you guys heard of what's called Lionsgate? Y'all want to let the team come in and talk to y'all about the 40-year mortgage. Y'all got that? Y'all ready? So they about to come in. Let me tell you about Lionsgate. So Lionsgate is a huge production company, and I was just watching the news. Y'all, for those, if you my day one, y'all know I like to watch the news, right? That's my entertainment. I watch the news. If you've been on here, you know I love to watch the news. Lionsgate is building a studio in Douglasville. They're building a $1 million studio in Douglasville. So if I wanted to invest somewhere and get some land right now, and I didn't already have land, I would look into Douglasville, which is West Atlanta, because that project is coming. It looks incredible. Lionsgate is huge. You guys can Google it. It is public knowledge. It was on the news, and it is coming to Douglasville. Don't ever say I didn't tell you anything. Be careful about Douglasville, though, because parts of Douglasville are considered like floodplains. So be very careful when you are looking to purchase over there, and make sure you're getting all your inspections and getting a survey. All right? So I wanted to give you guys that game. So again, I wanted to have my quick intro. I'm going to let the Q Watson team take over. They're going to talk about 40-year mortgages, and they are going to also talk to you guys about first-time home buyer programs, because we have a first-time home buyer program that is amazing, okay? Property values are about to skyrocket. Absolutely. Someone said, I would like to buy a house. Well, reach out to us. Send me a DM right now. We'll get you connected, and we'll give you the right information to get you started and pair you with one of our lenders that we work with. So now we're getting to the mortgage and program section of this live. If you guys are enjoying the live, just put a little heart or something in the comment. Let us know that you are still with us. All right? Let us know that you're still with us. Drop a gem and drop a heart in the comment if you are enjoying this informational live so far. So coming up next, we're going to talk about 40-year mortgages and how they affect your monthly payments. So the normal mortgage is 30 years. But if you do a 40-year mortgage, it will extend the lifetime of your mortgage, which will reduce your monthly payment. Studies have shown that the average person sells their house every 7 to 10 years. So even if you get a 40-year mortgage, it could benefit you because you're going to sell your home. What I want is team participation. Y'all give it up, say it with me. Q Watson team.
Hello.
Hey.
All right, so I'm going to let them take over for a moment. Let me catch my breath. And let them tell you guys about the 40-year mortgage. Randy, Selena, Shanae, y'all can get
Hello.
closer.
Okay, let's pull up. So the 40-year mortgage. The 40-year mortgage is actually a resource for those in pre-foreclosure. It's a service, a resource created by the Loss Mitigation Department of Services, just to help extend mortgage payments, lessen mortgage payments, and help borrowers not lose their homes. So it's a great program. However, it's not for a buyer looking to purchase a home. In short, now there are DPA options, and we love to talk DPA. Everyone loves to save money. Everyone loves a good grant. So really what we are going to talk about is the Shanoa Fund. We'll brief over that one. Randy has some information about it, but just to start, as far as requirements, your credit score just has to be a 600. So that can definitely get you in the door. A lot of mortgage approval programs are 620, 640. Shanoa will get you in at 600, a 600 credit score, which is amazing. 600 can get you in the door and get you in a home. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Randy, are you ready?
Yeah, so just to kind of piggyback off of what Selena said, in terms of the 40-year mortgage, it is for people who are struggling that have a current FHA loan. So it's considered a loan modification. So if you would need to lower your monthly payment, that might be a great option for you. In terms of the Shanoa program, it's a down payment assistance program. They offer the 3.5 or 5% down payment assistance. It's mainly they offer two options. They offer a repayment option and a non-repayment option. Most lenders, they are only offering the repayment option, which you would then repay your down payment assistance over a length of time. So like they'll roll it into your 10-year mortgage payments, and it'll be very minimal, but it helps you a lot in the beginning because, as you know, 3.5% of $100,000 maybe, of course.
No, we're going to get the real numbers.
Yeah,
Selena's calculating it.
So
Let's say the average price in Atlanta is $450,000.
Mm-hmm.
So $450,000 times 3.5% is $15,000. So that's $15,000 in down payment assistance. Go ahead. Tell them the criteria.
Yes, so $15,000 that you're saving up front. It's a 600 minimum credit score, no income limits, which is great, and the purchase price is based off of the FHA loan limits in your area.
Perfect.
And that's for a 30-year term too, by the way.
So how would they be able to get in touch with either of you guys to get with this program? And do you have a lender that you're paired with that offers this program?
Yes, we do. All right. So to get in touch with me, you can either call me. I'll say my number, 470-473-5908. Call me, text me. That's the best way to reach me. You can DM me or send me an email, or just find me on Instagram, Selena, so SELENA, period, VTHE, period, agent, and I'll be happy to service you and tell you more about this program and other programs. And then Randy?
Yes, you can follow me on Randy is my realtor on all platforms, and you can also contact me directly with my telephone number, 470-710-7224. And yes, I do work with lenders who offer these programs, and I'll get you a list of all the down payment assistance programs in the area if you're in Georgia.
All right, y'all. Y'all give it up for the Q Watson team. Just put Q Watson team. All right, so you know what? It takes some real guts to get on here and go live in front of all of y'all. And I'm super proud of you guys for presenting. And I also want you guys to know that we have a department that can help you lease your home as well. So Shanae has been helping our people that are not quite ready to purchase. She has, in case you did not know, Shanae is Anthony's sister. This is my sister-in-law. She's on the team. So she just got her license. So we're starting her out with helping with leases. So Shanae, tell them about your lease services and people that are not quite ready to purchase, but you need an agent to assist you with the lease.
Yes, so I'm Shanae Watson. So I can help you guys find a rental property, a house, townhome, condo, any area here in the Metro Atlanta area. I can also go a little further if you're outside of the Metro Atlanta area. It's very important to have a realtor. What I've noticed within the last 2 weeks since April's here is that there's a lot of squatters in these rental homes going on Zillow trying to apply, and a lot of these application fees are non-refundable. So it's really important to have a knowledgeable realtor so we can do the due diligence and make sure, you know, the home is actually listed to a owner and it's not a scam. So it's a lot of things going on right now, but you can definitely reach out to me. My number is 720-751-3525, and you can also email me Shanae@watsonrealtyco.com.
All right, you guys. So we are full service. Definitely want you guys to know, even if you're not quite ready to purchase, she came across some squatters. She posted on her page. It was hilarious, but it was also very sad because people were spending their money with the wrong person. So the Q Watson team can handle and service all of your needs from, it's illegal. It is illegal. What people are doing is they're going to vacant properties, changing the locks, creating then they create like a separate type of let me remove this person from my video. Then they create like a fake lease agreement, and then from the fake lease agreement you guys sign the lease, you give them the money, and you're actually in a stranger's house.
Yes.
And now that stranger is going to say that you're trespassing and you can't get your money back and you have to leave the property. So I'm going to talk to you guys about the investment department as well. So let me get touch bases with that. Kayla Diapa is in charge of our investment department. How the investment department works is if you're looking to invest in real estate, you want to flip a house, this is your first time, she helps you full service from beginning to end. And how she can help you from full service from beginning to end is she has flipped over 40 houses. So we just posted her on the Watson Realty Co page. She can help you with financing. She can help you with contractors. She can also, Kayla the realtor, that's right. She can help you with financing, contractors, also get your property back on the market and get it listed and sold all within your time frame. And she has off-market deals. So what I love about Kayla and why I put her in charge of the investment department, she has off-market deals every Tuesday. So every Tuesday she has off-market deals. And her last deal, I believe her client made about $60,000 on that flip. So you want to, if you're interested in the investment department, it's very easy to contact us. Contact me, send me a DM, but it's better to send me an email, please. And we'll get you in touch with Kayla Diapa and let her know that you are interested in investing, and she will help you from A to Z. I watched her flip a lot of houses. I watched what she did for herself. And so we've been working to launch this department for at least 6 months. So I'm excited because Kayla's also going to represent me. She has her license here in Atlanta, but she also is in Philly. And she just got a multifamily under contract in Philly. And Philly has multifamily opportunities. And so since she's from there and she understands that market, I'm also going to invest with her and get me a multifamily. So I definitely say we are full service. If you are looking to invest, send us an email and say, I'm ready to invest. please connect me and make sure you include your name and your phone number, and I'll get you in touch with Kayla, and she can assist you. And she can assist you here in Atlanta, and she can also assist you in Philly with getting a multifamily. Okay. So
somebody asked where our new properties are and what the price ranges were.
So the new properties, the ones that are located in Auburn, I wish I could present it, but I don't think y'all gonna be able to see it. It's gonna be clear. The ones that are located in Auburn, Georgia, is called the Oaks at Rock Creek. There are 4 new construction homes on the basement. Each home is on 1 acre. And so each home has 1 acre lot, a full unfinished basement, over 5,500 square feet, and the $1.3 million. And the one that's the Caleb floor plan that has the 2-story wall of windows in the family room, that one's $1,350,000. My next community, which that property looks a little bit more, and it's off of all right, so
Got my charger.
What's that one on the chair?
it's literally right
Okay,
behind
what's
my.
that? This chair? No, right here.
Can you hear me now? No?
Is that one?
It said no sound.
No.
Okay, right now.
Hold on, wait. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this long.
Here we go.
All right, can y'all hear me now? Because everybody just put, I can hear you. All right. So I'm going to give y'all the game on NACA, and I'm going to tell you why I don't want to give you too much information, because NACA to me is a unicorn of a program. I have never successfully had a person go through the NACA program and close in Atlanta. Not with me. Most of my people end up quitting the program because it took them too long. But I know that it's a great program, so I don't want to market things that I'm not quite familiar with. I know an agent. She closes a lot of NACA deals in Atlanta. If you are in Atlanta and you want a NACA agent, send me an email and just say, can you refer me to the NACA agent, and I will get you in touch with her. But all of my clients quit. But they said because it takes 20 months to close. Every single one of my clients quit NACA and just decided to just buy a house normal. So I never had anyone that had the patience to go through it or the time to go through it. So NACA is a program basically where there's basically no money out of pocket. It has the lowest interest rates, and you can close on a house, but it's the government program. It takes forever. Even the Lux agent said here in Philly, nobody closes. So I think what you guys want to do is really think about what programs are really working to close deals, and not get caught up in that unicorn, because we all have that unicorn, right? Oh, I heard that 2 people I know in the world has closed on NACA, And now it's that unicorn that everybody wants, not realizing everything that you get, anytime you get money for free from the government, it's a challenge. And sometimes the challenge is patience and waiting and paperwork. And as long as you can do that, somebody said their client has been trying for 2 years.
Oh, no.
So I just want you guys to know that. So I would love to get you with someone that's more educated on it, that's consistently closing it. It's just not me. All right, I want to answer any other questions. Any other questions about buying a home, selling a home, investing?
Someone asked, is Southeast Atlanta a good place to buy an investment?
Yes, I definitely think Southeast Atlanta is a good place to get an investment property. Anything in Atlanta, to me, is a great place to get an investment. We are the #1 city to invest in the nation. So you can't really go wrong. All you really need to do is make sure that you're investing in an area that is still appreciating in value and has some room to grow. But I can tell you our appreciation values here are higher than any other city. So I personally think, yes, Southeast Atlanta would definitely be a good place to invest in. You just need to make sure you have a clear understanding of what that looks like. There's a few people like, nah, I would never do NACA. What are my projections on Vine City? Vine City has actually been on the radar because of its close proximity to the city of Atlanta for quite a long time. However, like most places, if you guys are familiar with Atlanta and you remember the old Grant Park, the old Grant Park, before it became what it is now, when it was dilapidated and it had older properties and, you know, challenging areas. It took a very long time for that area to shift. And what we hate to hear as people is gentrification. But people that build and increase the value of a community, that is how you bring value to a community. So if you don't have people renovating, flipping houses, and developing new houses to bring in buyers at a higher price point into a community, then it's not going to ever grow. And so Vine City needs some time to grow. I think in about 10 years we'll see it happen, as long as they stay on the steady path that they're on right now. Okay, I'm answering another question. Someone said, what do you think about tax sales foreclosure lists for first-time home buyers? That is such a great question. So Randy and I received a lead. I got a lead from someone. They said they were interested in a foreclosure. So I logged into our multiple listing service program and I said, let's look up the foreclosures. So earlier in this live, I'm on the MLS right now. I told you guys that we have 7,000 houses on the market. She laughed because she remembered when we ran the numbers for foreclosures. How many foreclosures were on the market?
47.
47, and most of them cost how much?
Oh, they were expensive. They were like up to like 800,000.
47 houses in the state of Georgia that are under foreclosure. Foreclosure to me is another myth. It is another myth. It is another unicorn. It is another unicorn that somebody told somebody that that's what you want to invest in, not realizing that the best place to get properties that are lower priced are tax sales. And if you are going to the courtroom steps on the second Tuesday of the month to purchase a tax sale, which I have done before, because me and my husband, that's how we got a lot of the land that we have to build our properties on with our development companies. Shout out to WRC Development. It was cash. There is no financing at the courtroom steps. So if you are going to look at foreclosures and there's 49 on the market, then you're going to have to go get the foreclosure from the courtroom steps. And if you go to the courtroom steps, you're going to have cash. You cannot finance from the courtroom steps. That is another myth. That is another unicorn. That is just not true with our current market. It is much better to find something that you can afford and buy it. There are no real foreclosures. So now the tax sale information, it depends on the county. You could, depending on the county and your connections, but you would definitely need to go down to the city, into the courthouse, to see if you can get that list. And then you got to kind of drive around and make sure you check out the properties before you bid on it, because you're bidding blindly. And I just talked to someone that bought land, thought they got a good deal, and bought land they can't even build on. You know? They bought land they could not even build on. So I would 100% say, do your due diligence. I know we all want to get a deal. We all want that unicorn of a deal, but you also have to realize there is so much misinformation on the internet that you will call an agent and you think it's our fault. I had someone that really thought that I was holding properties away from them. I'm like, well, here it is. Let me pull it up. Let me show you myself. There's nothing. This is it. This is it. We're not hiding anything. This is just where it goes for first. So do your due diligence. Make sure that you are not rushing. And every once in a while, there may be a unicorn. But if you see something like that, make sure you do your due diligence and really look it up. Okay? Yes. All right. So I definitely wanted to answer that question. Any other questions that are good? All right, Shanae's looking for the questions. The Lux agent says she's looking to lease when she moves down here. Shanae, we have to connect. She's ready for you.
I'm ready. Call me. Call me. I answer.
She is ready. Definitely want you guys to have those gems, but I definitely want to say homeownership is obtainable. There are deals that can be made out here. If you are a first-time buyer, I want to encourage you to know that your first purchase does not have to be the home that you love forever. Your first purchase just needs to be a home that you know is a solid investment and that you feel good about. Okay? The second thing is, if you are looking to up, like you want to sell your property and move up, or sell your property and move down, this is not the market to overlist your properties. You need to price your properties at the value that can be supported by the comparable marketing analysis, because if you do not, your home will probably sell in the market and you may not get the offers that you expect, and it's not going to work out in your favor, because we are no longer in a market where you can make up prices and it sticks. We used to be. We're not there anymore. Now as agents, our job, we have to really take our job seriously. I meet with appraisers all the time. You guys know I took an appraisal class. I comp my properties like an appraiser would comp their properties. I know just as much about appraisals as an appraiser, because I have educated myself on it, because I know how to price a property. And you need to get with someone that really understands that, so you can price your property correctly and move on to your next project or your next part of your life when you're looking to sell your property. And then third of all, I just want to wrap this up by saying, there are programs that are first-time home buyer programs that work. So do not be discouraged. It may not be NACA, but we just told you guys about the Chenoa program. We have clients that have the 100% financing program. We have so many different programs that they have access to help you get to the closing table as a first-time buyer. So don't ever think that your options are limited. Your options are limited is because you're not sitting with the right people that have the right connections, that can connect you and pair you with the right lenders that give you the programs that you deserve in order to save you money and help you get into your home. Right?
All right.
Selena, final words?
Final words is, reach out to us. Let us navigate you through this exciting time. Whether you're buying or selling, we're well versed and we're ready to help. We're ready to serve and serve well.
I would just say take advantage of the programs that are out there, because I do have a client that is under contract, and her husband are saving $20,000 on the purchase of their home. So definitely utilize the programs and work with knowledgeable professionals such as ourselves.
Correct, because the market is ever changing and you want a professional. So our team is exactly where you need to be, and call us today.
So I wanted to make sure you guys, we went live. We're going to start doing this more often. I think oftentimes so many people are afraid to start the conversation or get things started. I am not a one-woman show. I have a team. They are educated. We meet all the time. So even if you're working with Selena, Randy, or Shanae, they are extensions of me. And know that I have a reputation to upkeep. So my reputation is serving well, serving with excellence, and making sure that all of my clients have solid investments. And that is their reputation as well. We're helping that. So when you guys are looking to purchase or sell real estate, when you reach out to us through the email, through the database, when they say, hey, are you ready to talk about your home buying needs? Do you want to come to the office? Do you want to have a sit down? Do you want to talk to the lender? We are ready to answer your questions. So this is the season. Her client just saved $20,000. Selena has clients saving money. She has 2 amazing townhomes coming to the market, one in Smyrna, one in Midtown. Shanae is shopping with people right now looking for rental properties. And I have subdivisions that are coming to the market. So reach out with us again. Her name is Kayla Diepa. But if you want to get Kayla's information, all you got to do, send us a DM, send me an email, and I will connect you directly to Kayla. Kayla is the head of the investment department for Watson Realty Co. She's licensed in Atlanta, and she's licensed in Philly, and she can assist you with multifamily. Tell her that I told you to go call her. All right? All right. Thank you, guys. We really appreciate it. Give the Quiana team some love. Y'all know how hard it is for them to go live. Show them some love.
Thank you.
I'm basically breaking them out of their shell. We're gonna be going live every week.
All right.
Bye, everybody.